So we do quarterly business planning, not annual. So for our agents that are on the team, this is gonna, if you were at the meeting the other day, this will be pretty much exactly the same thing.
And then like trying to figure out like what I want is a point of
So here's a couple of different rules. I have this on here. The slides are mostly so I don't forget what to say. But first rule is be growth minded, which is what is one of our core values. Also, don't be a dick. That's kind of in the same thing. Think like investors, right? A lot of the times, especially as I've grown the business and you guys as real estate agents are the CEO really of your own business. The best CEOs think like investors because they're allocating very limited resources against unlimited opportunities. And I could not think of anything more true for us as real estate agents, is there's a million different ways to make a lot of money in this business, but if you try to do all of them, you're probably not gonna do anything well. So the number one thing for you guys to take away from this is to figure out what to do with your most valuable resource, which is your time. Rocks, pebbles, and sand from a time management perspective. Here's the idea, is the rocks are at the bottom here are the most important things that are in your life, or we're doing business planning today. So the most important things in your business, that's the rocks. The second thing is the pebbles. These are important, but things you could live without. The last thing is the sand, which is all the filler activities, kind of think busy work. So there's a lot of different ways to do things, and different routes are better for different people. I like to jokingly give the example for cold calling and door knocking. Like I door knocked on 3 doors, got stuck in an old lady's house and for 3 hours and wanted to stab my eyeballs out, and I never wanted to door knock ever again. We're gonna start with our vision, which is our long term, okay? We're gonna figure out where we wanna be in the next 10 years from now. My opinion, this is the most important thing on this entire deck, okay? Is figuring out where you wanna be in the next 10 years. And then we're gonna zoom all the way in to what are we gonna do in the next 90 days in order to hit those goals. Think of it like as your lens of how you want your business to look and the type of people you want to do business with, right? An easy one is like ethical or unethical, right? Some people are unethical and some people don't care too much about ethics and some people care a lot, right? So if that was one thing, if your customer asked you to commit mortgage fraud, for example, you're gonna be like, yeah, no problem at all.
I'd say consistently one YouTube video, like 7-minute YouTube video.
What do we want to have happen from the content?
Just easier conversion and more recognizability.
730 social media posts for the year.
Okay.
But then like trying to figure out like what I want is a point of time.
There you go. So when you're writing down goals, especially rocks, I want you to be able to look at the end of the year and be like, did I do that? So if I just say, oh, I want to increase my conversion from content, when you look 12 months from now and you're here, are you going to be able to say, did I do that? You're going to be like, I think so. So you want this to be like, you want to be able to flip a switch. Did I do this, yes or no? Is what you want to be able to boil this down to, just so it's specific. Years ago, we wrote this. Onyx Homes would be the #1 team in California by total sales, meaning like units sold. And then the more specific we got on here was like with the current business model we have. If that's really the 10-year vision, why don't we just become a discount broker and sell more units than everybody? That'd be faster, that'd be certainly easier, but I would not want that at all, that'd be horrible. So we got more specific than just this by saying with our current business model that we have right now, running on the margins that we want to get to. If I want to be in the conference room 10 years from now, right? What do I need to do? Where do I need to go? Do I know exactly how to get there, right? You guys probably aren't gonna sit here for the next 10 years. So the room's gonna move around a little bit, right? There's gonna be obstacles that I didn't know were here. But if I wanted to get to the conference room, realistically, what would be my first step? Literally my first step. Left? Okay, cool. So that'd be the first step, but could I have also gone that way? Yeah. And this is the idea of like, for example, if I wanted to sell 40 $500,000 houses to get to 20 million versus one $20 million house, same goal, different ways to get there, right? Is the kind of the first visual. The other thing is you want to be directionally correct. So if I was to walk that way, can we all agree it'd be the wrong direction? So you want to be directionally correct to get where you want to go. And if I'm trying to get that far, realistically, I probably only need to figure out how to get here is a 3-year. And the reason that I say that, especially in this business, is you are not going to grow in a straight line in this business. You're not going to do 10 deals this year, 11 deals next year, 12 deals a year after. It's not going to go like this at all. This business goes hockey sticks up. The better you get, the more you do, the more past clients you get. This business goes up like this if you do it right. So if I'm just to here in 3 years, me going from here to here, I'm going to grow much faster in the later years. There's a quote from, I want to say Bill Gates, doesn't really matter who said it. I think it was Bill Gates though. that we as humans dramatically overestimate what we can do in a year and dramatically underestimate what we can do in a decade. For example, our growth from last year to this year is gonna be as much as we sold 2 years ago. So our whole year, 2 years ago, we are going to grow that much this year. We're 6 years in for the record. Next year, we are gonna grow probably almost as much as we sold this year, which is insane. This is gonna give you the total sales volume. So number of deals times the average price point is gonna give you a very big number, which is correct. So once we have the sales volume, you're gonna take that sales volume times the average commission. So if you make, like, let's say I wrote down 100, 30% of that should be put aside for taxes, and do not like put it in a different fucking bank account, because real estate agents are not great at this. Don't put it in your, like, somebody else's name so that they can pay your taxes for you. Please do not get behind on your taxes. That's 30%. 10% for marketing, for sure, like max kind of budget. The budget does not mean you have to spend it. That's your maximum budget for marketing. For reference, we spend 9% of revenue on marketing. Marketing is like dollars spent on advertising more so, but if you were to pick one of the other, then 10% for like that. More is guaranteed to work. If you made more calls, you would sell more houses. Pretty much guaranteed across the board. If you door knock and you knock on more doors, you will sell more houses. Pretty much guaranteed. Now, if you're like, I'm knocking 1,000 doors a day, I can't do more than that. You're like, okay, well, let's go to better. What do you say when you get to the door? Do you want to sell your house? Oh, okay. That might be the problem why we're not selling more. Let's fix the scripting. That would be instead of doing more, that would be doing better. How do you get deals from your sphere and past clients?
They call me. I mean,
So
I call them, I try
You pray to the Lord for your phone to ring and it rings?
Regular communication and.
What does that mean though?
They're on drips, they're on property profiles, events, stuff like that.
Yeah. So I would say more touches to your sphere is guaranteed to work. This is actually our first time doing this, an in-person event that is not just for our team. So if you guys can do a 2-minute survey and just tell us what you think, that will absolutely help us make these better in the future. And then I will have Carly send the thing that I said to send as a thank you.